This is a first video series of advanced use of entity framework. In entity framework, the entity data source control enables you to create an application very quickly, but it typically requires you to keep a significant amount of business logic and data access logic in your ASP page. If you expect your application to grow in complexity to require ongoing maintenance, you can invest more development time front in order to create an entire or layered application structure that's more maintainable. To implement this architecture, you separate the presentation layer from a business logic layer and data access layer. One way to implement this structure is to use the object data source control instead of entity data source control. When you use the object data source control, you implement your own data access code and the invoke in ASP page using control that has many of the same features as other data source control. This lets you combine the advantage of entire approach with the benefit of using web form control for a data access. And object data source control works by invoking a class that you create. The class includes a method that retrieves and updates data, and you provide the name of this method to the object data source control in markup. During re-rendering or post-back processing, the object data source calls the method that you specified. So, in this tutorial, we will create a separate class for a business logic and for a data access logic. First, I want to add a relationship to the database. To do that, let's click and open a school diagram. Here in school diagram, in department table, right click and click on relationship. Here add, and here table and column classification. For department, we choose administrator. Here choose a person table. The person table, we need a person ID and relationship name is FK department ID. Okay, and let's save. Yes. Okay. Next thing I want to do here, I want to add a view. So view, add a new view. So here select last name, this one, first name as a full name and person ID from person table where higher that is not null. Let's save this view and give the name is view structure structure name and okay. Let's close it, and here we need to update a model from database. Here in the view, we can add this one. Here you can see. Now close the model, say save in this yes, save all, and here it's the project. Now I want to add a one class. Here I want to add iDisposable interface. Here we implement iDisposable interface to ensure that database connection is released when object is disposed. Private full entities x new entity. Next, we are going to define a getDepartment method that return all of the entities in the department entity set. So let's do it. Private department here going to include person table to list. Next, I want to create a one variable also protected with was full. And let's say if this say first if is not equals value, then if we can say if not false. True. Let's get another post method, and here say was true, and let's say garbage collector dot per normalization equal to this. Now I need to add one web form, so let's add it. Item web form in master page, say departments, set master, switch into our source view. Here first department, and here instead of entity data source, we are going to use this time a object data source. So ID is object data source. Let's say object data source, and here first we need a type name equal to my project name, entity framework dot, this one is my file name. Let's just class, and here and another thing I need data object type name. So it will be a entity work dot department, and our selected method is we just define in our class. So get department, this one. Yeah, this one we just define here. So let me just go to this here. And here I have some code sitting around here. It's just a grid view. Just let me copy and paste it. So here you can see it's just a grid view, and here I am going to use a dynamic field, and data field name is name, budget, start date, administrator, and here it's just a label, and here is our data source ID, which we define just here. Okay, it's departments. And so let me show you in a design view. So like it looks like this one. So it's just a grid view and our object data source. So let's write a code here. I want to write a int method because of we are using a dynamic field method, and here department preview dot enable dynamic data is equal to type of department field. So here we call a enable dynamic data method in our page int event handler, because in our ASP page several columns use a dynamic field control. So we want to take advantage of automatic data formatting and validation functionality. So here you can see we are using a dynamic field. So I need to add one class, the new item, here I want to add some namespace, system.component okay, and here I want to say class get set getter setter. So here we just set a budget range. Next thing I want to do, I want to display, set a format, data, screen equal to from D by D equal to true. Public time, get time, start date, set setter. So here we are just formatting our start date. The start date is a data time, so it's so date with time. So but we don't need a time, so now it's only so a date. So now we can go ahead and run this page. I think it's spelling error. Let's try again. Some problem with get department method. Let's see here. Oh, here I write a private. I need to write public. So let's try another time. Hopefully this time it will work. Yeah, it's work. So here you can see in our start date it's display only date without time. So next we want to add, insert and update and delete functionality. So let's move on. So let's move on school repository, and I want to create a one method, create one red LIT, from that department by department ID, and descending left is that's the first or hold. department null and x department ID equal to department not department ID to 1. Sorry, to next one. Now can return this next department ID. And here I want to create another method called insert department. Here department I need one try catch function which is defined update dot departments an object text dot this method is for insert a department. Now I want to create one another method for delete department. Department try and text block. Here in our try text box, let's say department attach department here department delete object. Now we can say also I want to create a method to retrieve a list of instructors. Click. We are going to use our view here. Name. Let's say return dot order by list. And here I want to add one page here one data source. I am just use copy and paste. Here we are going to use this method we just created here. 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 Insert department. Just copy and paste name. And also I have some code here. It's just a detail view. Let me copy and paste. And also I need validation summary. Let me show you a design view. So here is our design view. And open this file. First I want to declare one drop-down list. Click the drop-down list. Let me copy and paste. And I want to write an int method here. Reference of drop down list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, data source. So let's copy my project name here and change some property so it can work for my project. Here we have a get instructor name, this method. Okay. And here is our insert method. Okay, here is our insert method. Change. Not selected method. So now we can go and run this page. New department. Try to insert. You can see this is for validation. Let's give some percentage. Now let's try to. Oh, it's insert successfully. Next thing I want to do here, I want to add a delete functionality. So let me show you here. Here is our delete department method. So let me just copy and the name of the method, and here I can say a delete method is equal to name of our method. The name of method is delete department, and here also I need to add the data key names, and data key name is department ID. So now we can go ahead and run this page. So here you can see a list of department, and here you can see we just add this department. It's called a new department. So we can delete this, and you can see here it's deleted. So let's move on. So now let's add a update functionality. To do that, I need to create a one method, public void update department. Here variable name, here department, and let's add one try and get block. Here exception. Exception. Let's here add text dot department dot h, and we are going to get h variable detailed entity, and here we are going to say apply current value. Here changes. Here you can see I defined a two variable because of object data source control create a two department entity to pass to the update department method, and one contains the original values that have been stored in view state, and other contains the new values that were entered in the read view. Here we are passing a original value in our attach method in order to establish the tracking between the entity and what's in the database. this department entity has a new value and we are passing this entity in the apply current value method, and object context compare the old and new value. If a new value is different from an old value, the object context change property value and save change method then update only the change column in the database. Let's move on in our ASP page, and here I want to write update method equal to say update department. Also I want to write action the old value. Finally, I need old value parameter formatting. And here in our grid view, I need on row updating event. So say department grid view. So updating, and here after the item template I need one edit item template. Here I am just going to copy and paste this object data source and drop down this box in our page here. Okay, and also here I want to write one property. Select that value equal to well, administrator. Here also I need one validation summary. Called departments validation summary. And here so from the equal to display mode. Here actually it's a grid view, so it's a little very clear. Now let's open CS file. Here I will create one variable, drop down list. object vendor click view event arguments new value administrator drop down list box is equal to that value. Here I need preview update event argument. So now we can go ahead and run this page. So let's add first a department, and after that we will edit this value department. Here this is a new department. Insert, and now let's run our department page. So here you can see we just entered this department, and let's edit this. So you can say department new, and here here let's also add update administrator. So now we can just edit, and here you can see updated value. So in this tutorial we insert, read, update and delete data with entity framework using object data source. Thanks for watching this video.